How we doing? This Leonie moon making me feel like I've been hit by a fucking truck. Okay, July 26th. What have you got for us? Okay, well, we didn't sleep last night, so who needs sleep, I guess? Okay, 12:28 a.m. We need to let go of some kind of idea about where you thought you were going. That needs to be let go of in order to be able to move forward, right? 12:58 a.m. we get a great conjunction that's going to allow you to sort of see your way through that, right? Like the moon in Leo conjunct Mercury in Leo retrograde, right? So Mercury in Leo retrograde, we are sort of looking back at places that we didn't allow ourselves to shine because we were worried what other people might think. Okay, so we're going to look at that sort of through the filter of like shame and guilt as well, right? Because 12:58 and then 1:01, the moon squares Lilith, right? So this is this energy of like what we are looking at, this thing that we're letting go of through is likely to be, you know, a mind pattern around kind of showing up in a mask so that other people find you enjoyable or interesting, right? Like who is the character that you play around specific people or around everybody, that you play that character so you don't have to be made to feel guilty or shameful about who you are. You don't have to worry about being misunderstood, right? That's what this whole fucking energy is about. And the reason for that is because we are currently planting seeds for this like new world, right? The new version of you. What the fuck do they want, right? Not this person who wears a mask, not the version of you who's worried about what other people think of it, but like the actual true authentic version of you. What the fuck does it want, right? And humans evolve constantly. Every minute of every fucking day we're evolving. So how many times have you checked in with the way that you are going? Checked in specifically on like, is there a different part of me that maybe wants to do this slightly differently? Okay, because humans don't like to do that. Okay, we sort of mind on the goal. So then 7 o'clock and 7:30, stress, tension, annoying bullshit, right? Some kind of anxiety trigger for some people because we need to shift something. We need to reanalyze something that we started building at the end of May, something that we started dreaming about at the end of March, right? Like something needs to shift, okay? So the future goal, 11:06 a.m., North Node, the future goal, needs a fucking compromise because of all of this energy from just after midnight until, basically 2:30, right? But this is 11 a.m. where something needs to have a compromise with the way that you're moving forward, right? And then 2:23, which is kind of the end of this first bit of fuckery for the 26th, it sort of is the energy of now being able to understand like the logical thought process that you would have, thought process that you would have gone through, and in order to see where it is that you wanted to go to, right? So, yeah. Something there, again, needs to be let go. Some idea that you've had about where you're going in the future needs to be let go. It no longer aligns, right? No longer aligns. And it probably started not aligning maybe about a month ago, right? So either something new started coming in a month ago, something new started becoming a little bit more important to you, or the thing that you thought you were working towards didn't really kind of float your boat anymore, right? So start thinking about that. Then we get to a couple of nicer aspects, I guess. 5:51 p.m. we get a bit of a little time. It's not huge, but it's a bit of a happy bump in being able to kind of maybe put some work into planning the thing, right? Now that we've kind of had this shift, this change, this seeing something in a different perspective, we can now put in a little bit of work. Okay, likely to get help around 9 o'clock from a relationship dynamic and allowing yourself to be curious about how other people get shit done, right? Then back into the bullshit, right? 10:45 p.m. we get a semi-square to Jupiter, We get a double hit at 11:13 and 11:42, again, of that like let it go or you're not moving forward energy, right? So that semi-square to Jupiter that kicks all of that fuckery off is the moon in Leo and Jupiter in Cancer, right? So let's not forget Leo ruled by the sun, and the sun is currently in fucking Leo. So this is like big ego, big confidence, big creative energy, and a big bright fucking sun looking at all of these things, okay? And Jupiter in Cancer is the expansion of your idea of family, the expansion of your idea of nurturing, right? And this aspect is really, it's really a battle about making sure that you are setting your long-term goals aligned with your current and future ideas of what a family space, a nurturing space looks like, okay? And because of that, we then need to go back into that same space that we were in a little bit earlier of needing to throw something out in regards to what we decided to start building at the end of May, and throw something out of the backpack of fucking ghosts that you've been carrying around since the end of March, even though you did feel the cut of the fucking ties to your past trauma, okay? You felt that cut. We all felt that cut at the end, towards the end of March. We felt it. We got removed from it physically, right? But we kept some of that bullshit in our backpack, didn't we? So these energies are going to be really fucking heavy for the next 2 weeks of empty out the fucking backpack so that you can plant some new seeds, right? Be creative with this energy, okay? If you're feeling overwhelmed with emotions, do something fucking creative. It's literally the only way that you're going to be able to work through it, okay? Good luck. Stay weird.